Mr. Fritter, let me tell you something now. You scare me. Since 14, assault, trespass, deadly conduct, assault, DWI, forgery, and now a harassment and a felony assault. Look at me. I'm going to make your bond so high your head will spontaneously combust. But no one, and I mean no one, should have to live with that kind of fear.
Hey folks, I'm a court citizen, and in today's courtroom moment, a defense attorney presents a sharp and unexpected legal challenge, questioning whether the traffic stop was even legal in the first place. Goes head-to-head with a defendant who's practically made chaos a lifestyle. This guy? He's been racking up charges since he was 14. His rap sheet reads like a highlight reel of bad decisions. Assaulting his girlfriend, stalking her, moonlighting as a small-time criminal. If poor life choices were an Olympic event, he'd be standing on the podium with a gold medal around his neck. But here's the twist. This isn't one of those, let's hope you turn things around moments. No, sir. You can see it in Judge Flair's eyes from the second he takes the bench. He's not just here to pass judgment. He's here to make an example. With laser focus, the judge dismantles every excuse the defendant tries to offer. No sugarcoating, no second chances, just raw accountability. You could hear a pin drop in that courtroom, the air's thick with tension as Flair lays out the facts like a surgeon with a scalp. And here's the big question everyone's asking. Will the punishment finally match the crimes? Because this isn't just about one man's mistakes. It's about setting a precedent. It's about justice. So stay with us, because the way this plays out, you're not going to believe it.
Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On or about September 19, 2024, an officer conducted a follow-up in regards to an assault on a family case. Upon further investigation, the officer made contact with the complaining witness, who reported that the defendant had been harassing her since September 18, 2024, by sending her videos, voicemails, and text messages containing horrible remarks, approximately 50 to 60 messages in total. In the voicemails, the defendant curses at her, asking, "Where are you? Why the fuck aren't you at work?" and calling her various names. Additionally, the complainant showed the officer text messages of the defendant telling the complaining witness, "Kill yourself and I want to watch you suffocate, and your family hates you." The complaining witness indicated that the continual harassment is making her fear him even more. Complaining witness was able to give officers the defendant's identifying information and positively identify the defendant as a person who has been harassing her.
I see that he has also picked up a felony assault against this complaining witness as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What happened in that one? And I'm assuming it's the same date as this one, so I'm assuming it's out of the same transaction?
I'm not sure. So it says that I don't believe so. It says that on September 18th in Harris County, officers were dispatched to an assault. The complaining witness advised that the defendant came home upset about socks not being in the closet. The defendant punched the complaining witness with a closed fist on her foot twice on her right thigh and twice on her left thigh, causing pain. The complaining witness advised that the defendant grabbed her by the arm and forcibly shoved her out of the house, throwing her on the porch. She advised that she felt pain, and she advised that this has been an ongoing issue for the past 2 years. The officers observed purple and green bruises on her arm, foot, and her legs. The bruises were green, purple, and red and of significant size.
Is there a no contact order in this case?
Judge, who's the defendant?
This is Mr. Fritter. He hasn't harassed, Mr. Fritter, let me tell you something now. You scare me. And you scare me something good. You have, since 14, assault, trespass, deadly conduct, assault, DWI, forgery, and now a harassment and a felony assault.
Judge, there has been a note filed, but there is no protective order in this case.
Is there no contact in the felony case whatsoever?
I'm checking the bond conditions. there's no threatening or harassing at this time. Would ask if that to be a no contact in this court, Judge.
I don't see that the rip has been.
Are you Miss Lisco?
Yes, sir.
That's Miss Lisco right there. Come up, ma'am. Come up. I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now, Mr. Fretter. I want to protect you as much as I can. No one has to have this kind of treatment whatsoever for any reason. And I will do everything in my power to protect you. All I need you to do is tell me. All I need is please give me the word. Mr. Fritter, look at me. You so much. I'm Can you imagine what life is like when someone has to walk on eggshells because they have the fear that if they make someone mad in the smallest respect of having socks not in the damn drawer, they're liable to get a beating? Can you imagine what life is like to live with that kind of fear? You're going to live it with me now, because one false move, I'm going to make your bond so high your head will spontaneously combust. But no one, and I mean no one, should have to live with that kind of fear.
This guy is absolutely sick. Just watching him in court, barely able to meet the judge's eyes, says everything you need to know. He knows what he did. He's ashamed, and he should be. A man who stalks, beats, and terrorizes his girlfriend doesn't deserve sympathy. He deserves consequences. Real ones. I can't stop thinking about the woman who had to testify against him. Imagine the courage it takes to sit in the same room as someone who's caused you so much pain. Someone who's hit you, threatened your life. That kind of fear, that trauma, it stays with you. It's a daily battle just to survive. And for anyone who's lived through domestic abuse, you know exactly how terrifying it is to finally speak out. The system needs to do better. We need to do better. Protecting victims shouldn't be an afterthought. It should be the priority. And men like this? They need to face real consequences. Not just to bring justice to their victims, but to send a clear, loud message. This behavior will not be tolerated. And let's take a second to applaud Judge Fleer. Because it takes guts to stand up in a courtroom and call this out for what it is. He doesn't sugarcoat a thing, no soft language, no empty platitudes. He tells it like it is. Stalking, beating, and terrorizing a woman is beyond disgraceful. It's criminal. It's vile. This isn't just a sentencing, it's a statement, a line in the sand. Now here's the moment we've all been waiting for. What is Judge Fleer going to do? Is he going to hand out the justice this man so desperately deserves?
You're not to have any kind of communication whatsoever. You're not supposed to have any, you will not have any threatening or harassing contact. What is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think is threatening or harassing. It's what she perceives. So if I go like this, is that threatening or harassing? It most certainly is. And it's enough for me to put you in jail and make your bond $150,000, maybe 50, maybe 20. But I will do, Mr. Fretter, I will do everything in my power to protect every single person of this county. And I don't care if you're kicking, screaming, crying because you go to jail and don't have anyone to bond you out. And I'm going to drug test him like crazy to make sure that he's not using alcohol or dope. In fact, I'm going to test him 2 times a week. I'm setting him now because I want to know what, if anything, is in his system, and then we'll go from there.
Judge, he will come back to positive, but that's prior use from.
What were you going to test positive for, Mr. Fretter?
Marijuana.
Okay.
And ketamine, and probably some other stuff that could have been in the ketamine.
These are your bond conditions that are going to apply to you now. And if you fail to live up to these bond conditions, I'm just going to let you out. That's it. You will appear to me here 2 times a week to take drug tests. And if I find anything is in your system, and I don't care what it is, I'm going to lock you up. You're ordered not to use any kind of dope or alcohol. And if you can't get this monkey off your back, because I am now giving you the opportunity to do it on your own. If you're incapable of doing it on your own, then I'm going to do it for you. Do you understand? No dope, no alcohol. And when I mean no alcohol from any source. No isopropyl alcohol, cakes, candies, foods, gums, energy drinks, tequila lollipops, hair dye. I've heard it all, and I don't care. You come to me test positive, you'll stay with me. I also want you 3 times a week to do anger management classes so that we can deal with the anger issues. Look at me. 3 times a week. And I want a piece of paper showing me that you've done it, the date, time, location of where you've done it, so that I can verify that you've done it. And if you don't do it, you will stay with me. You now have the opportunity to address these things on your own. If you don't, you will be doing it with me. And if I get one, and I mean one breath that she's been mistreated in any way, shape, or fashion, holy freaking moly.
Let's talk about where this guy is today. After everything we just saw, did he turn his life around? Of course not. No surprise there. In fact, he broke his bond conditions. And guess what? He's right back in jail, now staring down a $150,000 bond. Shocker, right? You can't keep pulling stunts like this and expect Judge Flair to go easy on you. This judge doesn't play games, especially not with smug criminals who think they can outsmart the system. Honestly, at this rate, this guy's practically carving out a future behind bars. It's like he's allergic to making decent life choices. And once again, I have to give it up to Judge Fleur. The man is a legend. He saw through every excuse, every bit of manipulation, and hit this guy with exactly what he deserved. Too many judges shy away from calling out this kind of behavior, but not Fleur. His no-nonsense approach? That's the kind of leadership we need more of in the justice system. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think the $150,000 bond was fair, or should it have been even higher? Should guys like this even get the chance to bond out in the first place? And what about Judge Flair? Do you think he handled this the right way? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm seriously curious where you stand. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and share this video with someone who appreciates seeing justice served. Let's keep this conversation going. Was the judge too harsh, too lenient, or just right? And do you think guys like this ever learn their lesson? Let me know. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe out there. The world's full of people like this guy. And trust me, you don't want them anywhere near your life. Catch you in the next one.